Is the audio picking up? I hope so. It's felt like a while since I've done this, so ever since the last episode, I unfortunately got sick and I haven't been able to record much video that I usually do. So I have been playing the game kind of like in the background, which is why I'm level 41 now. In the last video, I think I was like level 38 or something. But now that I'm feeling better, yeah, I want to do an episode today. I don't think it's gonna be a long one. I think I'm gonna try to just 100% like these first two quests here on the top row of chapter one. I already did like quest one, so quest two and three, and I think that'll be it for today's episode. So yeah, let's dive into it. And man, I've been having the game on auto for like the last, I guess, few weeks. I haven't been actually doing the exploration stuff. I just been doing the daily quests, and my team and stuff hasn't really changed, as you can see, so nothing, really going on here. Hopefully I can get something going on. I do want to start on the next part of the story, um maybe very soon in the future. I don't know. So and my freaking skills are going to be rusty as heck because when you have it on auto doing the easy stuff, well, guess what, you don't remember how to play sometimes. So hopefully it won't be too much of a pain. Let's do this. Okay. Getting back into the swing of things. Please, no, don't. He's so close to a super. Oh, okay. No! I went in too early. There we go. Um, all right. Yeah, it's been some time since I recorded an actual episode, so this is actually a brand new recording for this session, I guess. And it is 2025. Yeah, we're already like in February, so by the time you see this episode, it'll be like um February something. I don't know what day this episode will go up, but hopefully I can get more episodes done as the week comes by and as I feel better. My voice is actually feeling much better than it was for the last week, and I've been just coughing like nonstop. It just felt like there wasn't a break. Like strangely, I had a cold like way before, and then I got better, and then right after I got better, um, I don't know, maybe some of you don't live down here in California, like Southern California, but we had the wildfires. That whole thing went on. Luckily, I am fortunate to not be close to where those fires are, so I am safe. Me and my family and friends were all good. Didn't have to evacuate. However, we still had some sort of power outage down here where I live, and it was only for a day. Luckily, it didn't last for like a whole week or so. But I did have a lot of stuff packed up for emergency situations, just in case like we had to be evacuated. And yeah, the moment that that happened, it was so unexpected too because I didn't think there would ever be a fire that would happen like in the winter. Usually with these wildfires, they happen during like the summer when the weather's hot and it's dry. But it kind of makes sense though, since the winter time is dry and you know California's like winter period is like not really a winter if you want to call it a winter. It's still like kind of warmish during the afternoon, and so because of that, and also the wind that happened that day, because the wind came later this time around than usual. Um, yeah, I guess something unexpected happened like that. So, um, and the power outage in my area happened around like 8 p.m. So I was like about to like go use the oven to bake something, and then everything just turned dark, and I was like, oh no. And the winds were really aggressive this time around. Like I haven't seen this kind of windiness in like a long time. In Yeah, down here in Southern California, it's been a long time since I've seen this kind of level of wind. Um, Things were falling over. outside. Things were getting blown, like it was just crazy. And the entire neighborhood just looked like it literally looked like a what do you call it, an apocalypse movie where the grid just shuts off and then everything is just completely pitch dark outside. That's literally what it looked like in my neighborhood. I did not open the door or go outside because it was really windy. I even tested it just out of curiosity, being an idiot. I was like, let me open the door and find out how bad it is. Like, is it really that windy? I opened it for like 1 second and then boom, the wind just like kind of like was coming in. I was like, oh, that is really aggressive. And I was like, okay, keep that door closed. And I didn't stand near any windows because I was so scared of like there are things outside the balcony area where I live where there's like plants and stuff. There's like tree branches, and they were like knocking the window. I was so scared the window was gonna like kind of break because it felt very. The winds were really aggressive this time, and I never had this sort of like fear in a long time when it came to like something natural that happens. Right, it happens every year, but it's never this. I don't think it was ever this aggressive before. I think the last time it was this aggressive was a long time ago. I think like probably like a decade ago, the last time I remember it being windy to this level of winds. I could be wrong. I was at school the other year, so I wasn't home. So, you know, maybe it was the same last year. I don't know. But yeah, so because of the wildfires, and one of them was actually close to where I live. Like not like close close, but driving distance is not far. So there were multiple fires that broke out, and I was like following the news because the first one that started was of course the Palisade. For those of you who live in Southern California, you would know where that is, and that's where the first fire started, and then eventually all these other ones started after, and it was just chaos like for the whole entire night because of how strong the winds were. I couldn't even sleep. I was really scared of like, it's like when will something happen over here? Do I need to, get ready to evacuate? Like I did not want to sleep that night. It was like the first night in my life where I just felt like, how do you sleep in this weather? You have the wind knocking, you got like a wildfire happening, like really aggressively throughout the night because of the wind speeds. You just can't sleep. And so the next day in the morning, the fires still were raging and the air quality was really freaking bad. So I was like, okay, just stay alert because the next day the power was still off in my area. So I had to go somewhere else. And luckily, like, I went somewhere to another family member's place, and they were not affected by anything. They did not have any power outages happening. So I was able to charge up my phone, charge up my power bank. And yes, me being an idiot, I forgot to charge my power bank. Like I didn't think this was gonna happen, so I decided, okay, it's like I can charge this whenever. Like I'm not going out at the moment. I'm not going anywhere far. And that was the biggest mistake of my life. Like always keep your power banks fully charged, no matter what it is. Like even if you're not gonna go outside, you know, you just never know when something will happen. So um yeah, so that was not fun. But luckily I did have one power bank that was charged, so I was able to keep my phone um, you know, charged in case of any emergencies. I didn't really like listen to YouTube or anything throughout the night when I was home by myself because, you know, I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I don't want to waste the power on my phone for just listening to videos because even if the data is working, it doesn't matter. Like um you're still having some sort of thing going on outside. So it was a very interesting experience because I haven't had this happen in a long time. So I just laid in my bed and just stared at the ceiling until I dozed off, and it was actually really hard to sleep. Like it really was. But speaking of the air quality, so because the air quality is bad, because the smoke is like, really intensive and it literally covered up the sky over here. Like in the morning when I woke up and looked out that window, it was literally like you couldn't even like you could tell that it was morning, but it didn't really look like it was morning. It looked like it was the afternoon because the smoke was so dense that you can't see the sun. Like you can see the sunlight, but you can't see the sun itself. And then it just actually, yeah, in the morning it just looked like it was like a cloudy day. But that's not clouds. Those were all smoke. So I was like, wow, this is not good. So when I went out, I had a face mask on, and I hope like most people had face masks on because like you should not breathe in any ash of any kind from the smoke. Like it's just bad for your lungs. And even with the face mask on, I still think the breathing was kind of difficult. I don't know if my recent like cold was caused by something else or if it was coincidental with the bad air quality. Because right after everything kind of cleared up, it was literally a week later that I started coughing up again. Really bad. My throat was actually hurting. I don't even know what the heck was going on. So, um, yeah, so some of my recent videos, if you've been following the channel, like my reviews and stuff, if my voice sounds like a little bit weird, it's because of all that. And it's kind of crazy because even with that cold, I still was like, nah, I want to record videos because I actually want to just do something. I don't want to like, sit around. So I do push myself to still, record stuff even in these situations. But it was just crazy. I was like, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be like recording anything right now, even if I have a cold. I should be, resting. But I'm a stubborn dude, so yeah. Um, but that's basically what's been going on for the last like I like to say 2 weeks or 3 weeks now. I don't even know anymore. It's been a while, but everything is in the clear now. I should be good in the future. Like this video is a good example. Like by the time you see this, I am feeling much better at the moment that I'm recording this episode today. So yeah, it's just been, it's never good. Like whenever stuff like this happens, whatever plans I had just gets thrown off and it's unfortunate, but hey, it's life, Sometimes things happen and you gotta just roll with it, right? So, yeah. All right. We are about to 100% this second quest in chapter 1 of Act 3, right? Yeah, Act 3. Oh, this game actually got an update recently. Like well, not an update, but it's like, an app update just to fix out the bugs and stuff. I don't know if this game will ever get new content. I wish it did. Like, even though it's under Netflix now, I still wish it got like some stuff. It's like literally the game is just constantly on what do you call it? Maintenance mode, where all they do is just update the app every so often, like a couple of months just to fix out some bugs, and then that's it. And I don't know why they don't keep it updated consistently. It's just if you're gonna keep the game on life support this way, you gotta you gotta update the app like maybe once a month, right? At most, not just like 5 months later when it's like breaking again. Um, I don't know. It was really interesting because like, when I update my apps, I just saw an update and I was like, whoa, there's an update for this app. It's like when was the last time this app got updated? And then I looked, I was like, whoa, that's a long time ago. Just to fix out some bugs. Um, but yeah. Uh, and then in terms of, I guess, Transformer news, like stuff that's happened, I don't think I said this in the last video. I could be wrong. No, I don't think I said this in the last one. So, by the time you see this, it's already old news, but, I've never shared my reaction to it. Um, Transformer Reactivate is dead. Like, it is gone. They're no longer working on the game anymore. It got canned. Um, I don't know what the heck happened there. that trailer they put out a while back was really like just it kind of reminded me of like an I don't want to say it's like an EA moment with like what happened with Anthem. At least Anthem actually came out even if the game was broken. But yeah, I it's really like sad to see that game just like get canceled like that. Like I don't know what happened behind the scenes, why the project had to stop. It was like the first time in a long time that we were getting like an actual proper Transformer game for like the PC and the consoles, and that's not happening anymore, and it's really sad. Like even if it was going to be some sort of free to play game or some sort of, I don't know what it was going to be, I still think it would have been nice if the game came out and we would have had a chance to play the game. But yeah, not happening anymore. So in terms of like a new Transformer game for like the consoles and the PC, I don't know if that'll ever happen anymore because let's just be honest here. Like, it's been so long since they made any proper Transformer game for like the consoles and the PC, right? Like, I know they made these other Transformer games in the past, which, I've seen them, but the gameplay for those games don't look fun. Okay? Like, to me, they don't look fun. I don't ever want to, like, if you want to play a game with Transformer characters, you want it to be enjoyable, right? So, the last time they made a fun Transformer game was Devastation. And then before Devastation were the two, High Moon Studio games. And I guess even some of the movie games were pretty fun back then as well. Um, but ever since they stopped making any sort of console game, like a proper console game that felt like, this is a game that everybody would play, it's just been always just like something that we've been questioning, like when will we have another new Transformer game in terms of like a proper release? And when Reactivate got announced and they showed, concept images and eventually that cinematic trailer, and then even the toys that were made, there were like two-pack sets that were made for that game. It was like, cool, this is happening, this is real, and it got me excited. And then when that news came out, I was like, no, you can't be real. Like, this is actually, we were like so close to having another new actual proper game, and then now it's gone. So yeah, I don't know. I hope the project could be. I don't think it will because usually once they pull the plug on a project, it's gone, right? It will not see the light of day. So whatever the game was going to be, um, yeah, I feel sad for the people that actually were working on the game, but there were apparently some things happening behind the scenes that you know delayed the game or something. I have no clue. I did see videos of like beta footage of what the game looked like, and you could probably search it up on YouTube. I forgot whose video I watched it through, but it looked like you were basically playing as a robot. I don't know who it was. I think it was Bumblebee, and they were just driving around like this cave. And then they can also transform and stuff. So it looked really heavily inspired from the usual two Transformer games that we regard as the best games, right? It looks very much like War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron in terms of like that third person view, the traversal. Like they took inspiration from those two games when they were making the movement mechanics and everything. But outside of, that whole little video, I was like, wow, that's beta footage. And then I think it was a week later after I saw that video, and then that news came out. I was like, no, you can't be. So, yeah. So now the only Transformer game I can look forward to, which hasn't really updated in terms of news, like there's really nothing to talk about. Um, Besides the fact that we know it's a turn-based game, which, turn-based games are so common these days. It's that, what was it called? Transformers Eternal War. It's that new like mobile Transformer game that they're working on. Like I don't know the name of the studio. It's being made by a Chinese developer, which I followed their Facebook page, And the last thing they posted was just like, "Oh, Happy New Year's," and then they showed like more little constant images of the character designs, and they look really cool. Like they're very G1 inspired. I mean, they are G1, but there's no gameplay for that game yet, which I'm kind of surprised because the game is supposed to come out at the end of this year. I think usually by now there would be some sort of beta footage. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to develop a game, but yeah, that's the only game that I can kind of look forward to in terms of Transformers. But for um I guess for like an actual proper one for the consoles and the PC, uh there there's nothing that will happen on that end. Except the re-release. I've been hearing that they're supposed to re-release those three games that they pulled out of the stores. War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, and also Devastation. So far, I haven't seen any updates on when that's supposed to happen. Um, because I really want to play Devastation. I've never played Devastation before. That was the one Transformer game that I missed out on. And by the time I was hoping to buy the game, it was pulled out of the Steam store, which was so disheartening because I didn't even think that would ever happen. Because I was waiting for a sale back then. Because usually when I buy games on Steam, I always like wait for like a sale price for the games, and that was how I was able to buy the previous two Transformer games was because I just waited on a sale. I did not want to pay full price because one, I didn't have much of an ability to pay full price for the game at the time, and I didn't have like a debit card or anything. So my cousin would help me buy the games, and then she would just gift it to me through Steam, and I would pay her back. So I decided that, well, I'm using my cousin's money. I might as well just like wait for sale prices, so then she doesn't have to pay full price for a game like that, right? Um, so that was my logic back then. And yeah, by the time Devastation came out, um, I was still not able to buy anything online. So I didn't even get a debit card until like 2020. That shows you how long I didn't have like a debit card. Like all my friends had one. I didn't have one at all until like I got to college, basically. So, which is fine. I don't really regret it. And then now that they are re-releasing the game, I'll have a I'll have a chance this time around to actually buy it. So whenever that is, of course, hopefully soon. I mean, it would be cool if they remastered those games though. Like they did some graphic enhancements on some of them. I don't know. I don't think they will, but man, they really need to like get their stuff together over. I don't know what's going on with Hasbro like recently. Like besides like Transformer toys being always like being made in terms of like the gaming side of things, they just don't really prioritize Transformers in the gaming sphere that much. It's kind of sad. Like I would have to say that, and I've said this in some of the episodes before, that after those three games, the last actual good Transformer game to me that I've enjoyed playing was Forged to Fight. And just imagine if Forged to Fight was never in the state that it was in. Like we would be having consistent updates, bots from all across the Transformer, universe of characters that we never would see in any other game. Like just yeah, it's just it is what it is. Reality hurts when you're reminded of this. But yeah, that's what happened when reactivated, and um, that's really unfortunate. So, all right. In terms of what else has been going on, I guess recently. Oh yeah, I could probably talk about this because it did happen recently. With the DC Multiverse stuff because I do collect that. The pre-order for Power Girl. Oh my lord! When I woke up early that day, I was just like ready to go. And how do I even say this? Oh, hold up, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. All right. How do I even say this? How do I even I've never seen something sell out that fast. It wasn't even that's like it's not even a joke anymore, man. Like I don't like the whole scalping thing. It's so bad. There was no freaking way that that was a real person, like real people bought that like that quickly. No way. I don't believe that for a second. Um, like when you put things up for pre-order, I feel like there should be like a window where it should stay up for pre-order. There should be enough stock for people to even have a chance. Like I was really lucky to get an order in because, I've said before, like a day before I even posted it, for those of you who follow my channel that are interested in DC Multiverse, um, that if you have the ability to just like, if you don't want to wait for like the other links to be shared or something, which by the time those links went live, it was just like there was zero chance. I don't know how the hell they do this because I'm not a scalper and I will never scalp products like this. I don't know what the frick they do, but it was crazy. Like I was looking through other people's posts, and then the moment that the Amazon link went live, because I know some people wanted to pre-order it through Amazon, um, people were like, you couldn't even buy it. It was already unavailable, and it was like literally just gone in like seconds. And I was like, what in the world? Like, how's that even possible? Like, I saw it happen live, and it was like the most craziest thing. So the moment I placed that pre-order for Power Girl, because I had to place at least one of these pre-order in, um, because I wasn't gonna buy the other two until maybe later. I know before I said I was gonna buy the whole wave, but they messed up on that bundle price. They screwed up the numbers. The next day I checked the bundle price again, and it was changed to being lower than the initial one that came out on McFarlane Toy Store. So I was like, what the heck? Like not only was the was everything live like the moment it went up, but like the numbers were wrong for the bundle price. But and I was like, who's gonna be paying that kind of price? So um yeah, it's just crazy. So the moment I placed that pre-order for Power Girl, Guy sold out on McFarlane Toy Store, and then after that, Captain Cold sold out as well. And then just everything was just gone. And I try my best to share these pre-order links with you guys who are interested in this type of stuff. And I'm not the greatest at this, but the moment I posted that link, some of them were still up and running. Some of them were still good to go when it came to like being able to get yourself a copy of the figure. But it was like a bloodbath. Like literally, like this Power Girl was gone like that. I was like, there is no way. So yeah, it was intense. Yeah, I've never seen something like this happen in a long time. I know the last time this happened was with Wonder Woman, and oh, excuse me, I'm still coughing a little bit. Yeah, it's just what a crazy freaking thing that happened. Like I was just reading a bunch of comments like in that morning, and yeah. And then McFarlane posted a thing on their Instagram. I don't think I saw it. They're like more stock will happen, or more there will be more stock when they hit stores. And then literally on Friday night, the Friday of the next day, I see a post from Toy Shiz because I always like look at his posts of what he shares. They're already out there. I don't even know how. That was like the fastest. So it was like if you are lucky to go to a Walmart and find them, you'll just be able to buy them. So that post they said, yeah, there'll be more in stock when they hit stores. They already hit stores. Like, what is happening? It's like, what was the point of pre-ordering if they were gonna hit stores the next day? Like, what the heck? I'm so confused. I don't even know how the heck that even happened. Um, but yeah, it's just a lot of this stuff has been like just crazy to process. And this is not the first time this has happened with like a collector edition wave. I think the last time this happened was with the previous collector edition wave. It was with Mr. Terrific and I forgot the what was the other two? Oh, Simon Baz and Grid. So yeah, when those were up for pre-order, I think it was only a week later that people started seeing them at Walmart, and it's like, why? Like, how is Walmart getting the stock so early? And then two, what is going on? Like, how are they able to get them out so fast? Like, usually these things are street dated, right? Like, they're not supposed to be able to sell until the street date. Because I know at Target, whenever like there's like new, if there's an item that's like supposed to be street dated, they can't sell it to you until street date. But Walmart's like, nah, we don't give any Fs. Like, you want to buy it, cool, and then they sell it to you. Like, it's like street date logic doesn't apply with their stuff. So insane. And it seems like the same thing is happening, like kind of like last time, where uh, so what people were seeing more of with the last collector edition wave was the platinum editions for Grid and Simon Baz. They were like the most common ones to find. And it seems like this time around, people are finding a lot of the platinum versions for Guy Gardner at Walmart and the regular versions of Power Girl and Captain Cold. So I don't know if I'll ever find them at my Walmart. I don't think I'll cancel my pre-order. I think I'll just keep it active. Because usually when people find it, they find it, but like when I go looking, I never find it. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, um, just what a wild week. I think it was, yeah, it was last week. Yeah, what a wild freaking week. Like crazy. Yeah, that's basically what happened there with DC Multiverse. Um, and of course, like a few other things went up for pre-order as well after, and you know, don't really need those right now at the moment. I didn't pre-order that Superman. I want that Superman so bad, but I can't pay for that at the moment. In the future, I will. Uh, I'll pick it up when it comes out. At the moment, I just kind of want to just save up some of my funds because, ever since like the recent thing that happened with the wildfires and stuff, it's like, yeah, you just gotta be just gotta save up some funds. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. Um, and I'm getting destroyed in this lane, like literally destroyed. Oh no! Oh no! I walked into this lane, not even. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we are messing up today. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's what happens when I haven't played in a while. Ay, ay, ay. Or I've been playing, but I haven't been doing it myself. Okay. Ugh. All right. Sorry for the what do you call it? My nose is like runny right now, so. But yeah, I haven't felt this enthusiastic in a long time. I mean, that's what happens when you have like when you're sick. You just don't have the energy to do anything. You just don't want to do anything, and that was kind of it. After recording today's episode, I have to work on like two thumbnail photos, which I am actually trying to figure out how to do one of them. I haven't even decided how I'm going to do that one. And Scorponok is such an annoying character to fight. What is going on here? And I hate this node too. And I'm remembering what this is. Ugh. Concentrate. Come on. I know I can get through this hurdle. Oh, yeah, I don't like this node. I forgot how annoying this node actually is. Wow. Like the whole no range thing, and then every time like you use a range attack on them, if it's not a heavy attack, they heal. That is actually annoying. There we go. Oh, get out of here, Scorponok. I think after this, I have like what, one more lane? I think yeah, one more lane. That was annoying. Holy. Okay, I think we should be in the clear very soon. Yeah, in these harder lanes, Megatronus has to like do all that heavy work for me, otherwise I'm just kind of screwed. And now I'm getting wrecked by RC. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, careful. There we go. Stun? Yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. Work with me. Oh no. My immortality thing triggered. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna heal him up a little bit. But yeah. Is this the last? Wait, is this the last lane or is this not the? I'm actually confused now. This might be the last lane, I think. I didn't even check. Whatever. We'll find out after this. Come on. You're the last obstacle in my way from 100%ing this. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, spam your SP1. Makes it easier. Yeah, there we go. Keep doing that. And I can use this on you to keep proccing bleeds. Heavy attack. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta play aggressively, man. You gotta take some damage, but you gotta just be aggressive. That's kind of what I like about this game is the fact that sometimes you just, oh, yeah, stuff like that, you know? You think you're in the clear and then, yeah, there we go. Come on, come on. You're going down. Yep. Get out of here. All right. And I think this should be the last thing. Yeah, maybe. Not too sure. Let's see. Let's use Speedor. And I think that will be it. Hopefully this is the last fight and then it's 100% for this one. Hopefully. Um Nope. Nope, I messed up. Oh no. I messed up. Oh no. I am messing up right now. Come on. Yes. There we go. Did we 100% this quest? No, we did not. Actually, there's one more lane. Oh, wait. There's one more lane? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. Okay. Let's get that done then. Oh, it's the other one. All right. Hopefully this one is not as annoying. Please do not be annoying. Please do not be. Oh, there we go. It shouldn't be that annoying. Oh, they got evade. I see. They got the whole evading thing. That's... I should probably use Cyclonus for this entire lane, right? It would make more sense. Oh no. Cyclonus is so good against Motormaster. I just love the fact that every time like he gets the unstoppable, it just becomes a stun. Um, all right, this should be the yeah, this is the last lane. All right. Sorry that I was quiet. I'm just trying to focus. It's like it's actually hard to talk and play at the same time. I'm still not used to this, but kind of getting things back together, you know? Kind of getting things back together. But in terms of something else that we could talk about, what other news has there been recently? Eh, can't really recall anymore. Besides DC Multiverse, is there anything else? Oh, there's been like, oh, actually, there's been a few. There's been some new Transformer stuff in terms of the toys that they announced. There's a new Tripticon. I think it's like a Titan class of some kind. I think it's a Titan class. It's basically the same Tripticon figure from like the previous one. It's the same exact mold, but I think the paint on this new one looks better, and I think they also improved certain things on it to make it better. But most of the outer layer and everything, I believe it's the same sculpt as the original one that they used this sculpt for the last time they made a Tripticon figure. Um, and then also they're making well yeah, they're making a Studio Series version of the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Crazy. So I've seen pictures already because there's some people that actually got this figure in hand already, which is so quick. You can actually take the back part off and store his weapons. And I'm gonna be honest, that design of Optimus Prime in the movies just it looks cool in the CGI model, but I don't really think Hasbro can ever really make a proper one that will look good, you know? I think this is probably going to be the best that it will be. Um, I mean, if you compare this new one to like the original one they made a long time ago when the movie came out, um, this one looks better. In my opinion, it looks way better. But that original one still had like, something of a nostalgia to it that I love, and I missed out on that, or I actually didn't miss out on it. I now remember I wanted to buy that one back in the day. I went to the store and then I was allowed to buy it, but then, you know, in the end I put it back because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna waste my money on this. So yeah, it's just been a it's cool to see that they're actually making a new version of it. I know the third party companies have made like better versions of it where, it could transform and it looks more accurate, but like, those are expensive. So for Hasbro, this is the best it's gonna be at, and I don't think we're gonna get any other version of this anymore after. Um, in terms of what other figure was announced? Oh, they also announced a Devastation version of Optimus Prime. So there's also that figure coming out, and it looks okay. I mean, they painted it the same way that he looks like in the game, where it's like very comic book art style, that kind of look. Um, and I think there's already been people who got their hands on the figure already, and they said that it's not the greatest Optimus Prime Deluxe class figure. I think it's a Deluxe class. I don't I don't remember what it is, but yeah. So in terms of that little new wave of releases, those figures they don't look that bad. The Optimus is being treated as a leader class. The one from the Age of Extinction movie. It's not a Voyager. It's actually a leader class. Now that I remember correctly, and I think there's one more figure. Oh, Shockwave from Dark of the Moon. So they're re. I think they done one before. I believe they've done a Studio Series Shockwave before. So this is gonna be another one, and this one's gonna be a leader class as well. I might actually buy this figure because I have the original Shockwave from the Dark of the Moon movie stuff a long time ago, and it is kind of cool to see a new version of this guy again. So yeah, we'll see how well this one is. Maybe it's the same exact molding as the other Studio Series version they've done before, because I know they made one before and it's not new. They're just making another one again. So will it be better in terms of paint? Will it be better in terms of sculpt? I have no freaking clue. It might just be the same mold being reissued again for the second time. So, because you know how it is with the Transformer line, sometimes there are figures that they reissue. And oh yeah, now I remember. So they reissued the Ultra Magnus from the 1986 movie, and yeah, no chance of buying that. It's sold out again. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get my hands on one of those. That figure I actually had it pre-ordered I believe like a while back, and then I canceled the pre-order because at the time I was like, I just did not want to pay for it at the moment. So oh, and I'm screwing up. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm having a runny nose right now. I can't even concentrate. This episode is all screwed up today, huh? But it's hey, this is how I am, man. Like when I record these episodes, I'm just being myself. So I'm gonna have some things happening in the background, and like I said, I'm still kind of recovering from this recent cold, so it's not fun. Hopefully the next episode will not be as scuff as today's episode, but it is what it is, and at least we made it to the end, right? Right on time. I don't even know how long today's episode is. I was planning to make this short. I didn't realize how much of a hassle some of these fights can be, especially the lane where the range attacks are healing them. Yeah, like this. Yeah, this mod. Not a fan of this mod. Come on, just let me land a heavy attack on you. There we go. All right, that should be it. That should be 100%. Yay, let's go. Another quest 100%ed. Awesome. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully, next episode I'll be a little bit better, but I wanted to get this recorded today just because I need to get things done. All right. So, with that said, if you found today's episode, the scuff episode, enjoyable, do give this video a like. And if you want to subscribe to the channel to see more of my Transformer Force of Fight content or my action figure content, whatever I do on this channel, as usual, do subscribe. You don't have to. In the end of the day, I make these videos for fun. And with that said, take care, and I will see you in the next video.